Hello, I am back. I restarted the video because I started talking about some things and I realized that if somebody wanted to look up the information I had just said, they could, and it wasn't my information, but I don't want people who have issues with me to then take those issues to the people around me. So there's all of that. So it says, would you rather be slightly late or super early? Kita na kita. So this is someone who you're either or. You're either always late or you're either always a little early. Over the years, I've gotten better. I used to be super late all the time because I didn't really want to go. And then in my mind, I just got out. In my mind, like say if the party started at 7 and it was over at 11, if I got there about 9-ish, then I won't have to spend so much time, but I still dedicated time. So 15:30 could be significant. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Slightly late or super early could also be, if we're talking in terms of one's spiritual growth, where from a very young age someone was able to, they understood their gifts and they were coming into that awareness early. Or slightly late would be someone who may be in like their, what do they call that age? What do they say? What is that phrase? A boomer, a late boomer? A late boomer, yes. I think that's what it is. But, so that is significant. And then would you rather live the lottery or live twice as long? Interesting. Because if you win the lottery, you can pass away tomorrow. And then you'll never get to enjoy the money. And then with the lottery, unless you get the whole lump sum and you have it in hand, if they have to give you that money annually, then your family members, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I don't think your family members get that money. So would you rather live twice as long? That would entail having to take care of yourself and learn and live amongst people. I don't know. It gives someone who is willing to risk it all and someone who is there for the longevity of a situation. There for the journey and not the destination. Let's get another card. Oh, what is on the back of this one? So this, oh look, the arrow's going which way? It's like the Two of Wands energy. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Oh, another one. The color purple is significant too. So thought, your crown chakra. Purple's also, I'm wearing amethyst. So amethyst could be significant. Someone needing a calming situation or a calming energy. Lavender is also good for calming. So maybe putting lavender in a diffuser or lighting lavender incense could be significant. But if you live twice as long, you get that much more wisdom, knowledge, experience. You get to see things. And with money, you could always manifest money. It's like one of those things where, I guess it depends on who you are. Like one of those things where they say you can get this amount of money now, or you can have a lunch with someone of, significance, or someone who could give you some words of wisdom. So, significant. Would you rather be late or early? Be an instant winner. Oh, or even with the twice as long. Like with the Pentacles energy, the Pentacles is slow moving energy. So with the Wands, That would be someone who's taking quick, impulsive actions. But the Pentacles energy is someone who's willing to take their time to make sure that things are the way they want them to be, the way, not that they should be, but maybe in some instances it should be, depending on, I guess, if there are laws or rules that are significant. But it's like someone who would rather have quick gratification, or someone who's willing to put in the work and the effort in order to progress. So someone like would you rather win the lottery would be like someone who knows someone who works in a particular company or a field, and the person who needs a job doesn't have any skills whatsoever with regard to that, but they want it's that instant gratification. Well, I need the job and I know this person, I'll learn along the way. And that person's not even interested enough to learn along the way. Stuff is like given to this person too easily. So they don't appreciate any of the things that are granted to them or bestowed upon them. Because that would be a great opportunity for someone who really did have a love for that industry, or like they went to school, they studied, and then they know someone that can get them in, but they still went to school and studied for that. They build up the skill for whatever that job or that craft, whatever they do. And the other person knows nothing about it and just able to slip right in. So we have, what was the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Oh, wow. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Instant gratification. That could also be, if we wanted to use the example of working out, where someone, no tea, no shade, where someone who would go out and get like the surgery to have whatever modifications done to their body that they want, as opposed to someone who is willing to work out and put in the effort to make those changes naturally, organically. And I remember, so the like those stomach surgeries that people get, I understand that there are some people that really need those surgeries to lose the weight in order to, start to get them no fit and nothing, to like really get that weight off, start eating properly, because your stomach is so small that you really can't eat as much as you used to. It makes some people really sick. But most people who get that surgery, now I won't say most because I don't know most people. A lot of people that I have known that have gotten that surgery, they haven't put in the work in terms of exercising in order to build up muscle and like the skin, the elasticity of the skin. So there's one person in particular that I'm referencing who actually, she does the work. She got the surgery, but then she also changed her diet. She started like really putting effort into her meal plans, what she was consuming and all that good jazz. And she was also going to the gym and she was working out. And if I compare her to people who've had the surgery and who haven't put in that type of effort, those people look if they are doing it and they're not like eating, they're following in terms of the stomach, how much you can eat, then it's like they still continue to lose weight. But to me, they look like saggy, like their skin hasn't tightened back up. It looks almost, and I don't want to sound rude, so I'm not trying to, but it almost looks like the person is like wasting away. But as opposed to this young lady that I'm talking about who's on Instagram, she looked very healthy. Very healthy. If she had told me she got the surgery and I did not have reference to go back to the receipts on her page to see what she did, like I wouldn't have believed it, because she looked so healthy. So that could be significant. Maybe someone is making a decision as to if they want to get the surgery or not. I don't know, since we're talking about it. And then the last card is, if you could arm wrestle any historical figure, who would you choose and why? That's kind of like that, if you could get money instead of arm wrestle. But who would you want to arm wrestle? Okay, so I mean, an arm wrestle isn't violent, right? But arm wrestling is to show power and strength. It almost makes me feel like someone trying to humble someone. Oh, you're a historical figure. You think you got a little knowledge. You think you got a little wisdom. You got a little experience under your belt. You think you out here doing big things and shit. Let's do this arm wrestling and so I can show you who really has the power. Oh, who has the power? The magician energy with the last dragon. Bruce Leroy. Who got the power? Something about a glow. Something about your glow. So I said the last one, but we're going to get one more because I like 5 and having one in the middle. And that is 2. So we would not take that, but we'll read it. We'll read it. Would you rather be rich or famous? I would rather be rich than famous. I don't want to be known by a lot of people. Let me retract that. I can be known by people. I just don't want to be recognized. So with being rich, I could take that money and invest it to become wealthy. So there's that. But this is would you rather, not me. Well, us. We're the collective. So the next one. If you could only eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? Doesn't that kind of sound like jail? If you can only eat one meal for the rest of your day, it's not like in jail you get a lot of options. Or maybe no, in school you get options. There are a lot of different beverages. I worked in a school cafeteria a few years ago. So they have really good options. Well, the school I worked in was in Springfield, New Jersey. Springfield, yes. So it was a high school, and it was more on the kids who came from richer families or more well-off families. Oh, someone's family is going to be well-off. Or someone's family is well-off. All right, let's get one more. Sometimes it's chitter-chat. We just chat and chat it up. And then the next thing you know is 5 hours later. I think we're just going to... You see this card sticking out? We're going to pick that one. And it's purple. Oh, would you rather? We have 3 would you rather. So someone choice. 3 out of 5. The best 3 out of 5. Or 3 people would rather. 3 people have choices. This would, if you could. This is someone who may be making a wish. And I wish upon a star. A wish with the arm wrestling, a wish. Someone wishes to humble somebody. If you could. Like if you could, what would you do? I would make this person get on their knees and kiss the ground that I walk on and tell me that I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And I'll never, ever, ever be better than you. That's what someone wants from you. We have, would you rather explore space or the ocean? That is an excellent fucking question. So if you want to explore space, then it's like exploring your spiritual side, your higher being, a higher knowledge, exploring the God body inside of you. Or do you want to explore the ocean, which is deep, which would entail your emotions, your subconscious, your shadow? Wow. Like either place is kind of crazy because you gain enlightenment. You can't go up to the ethers and not be changed, as above so below. And also, space and the ocean deals with NASA. I heard that NASA initially started to explore the ocean, but stopped and started exploring space. So that is significant. Water and air. A water sign or an air sign could be significant. With the lottery, an earth sign could be significant. Yeah, an earth sign with, and it's both earth energies. Winning the lottery, which be tangible earth energy, or living just as long, which would talk about your years, your growth. And the earth sign, and the air sign, and a water sign. Maybe we'll get specifics with that. Or that energy is just significant. If you could arm wrestle. All right. Oh, so we're going to put this to the side. Will you rather end the life of one human or 100 puppies and kittens? Oh, my hat just fell off on that question. I'm wearing my Green Bay Packers. I don't do really football. We used to do football in this house. Not heavily, but we don't anymore. And I still have Green Bay paraphernalia. And something said to wear a hat. So here we are. But my hat just fell off my head with this. So what does that mean? Would you rather end the life of one human or 100 puppies or kittens? With any regard, you're willing to end the life of something. Of a sentient being. Something that lives and breathes. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. We're gonna get a card for each of these from one of these decks I have here. I think we're gonna use come inside with intro. Pause. Pause. Let's use What's the Vibe. If you let me come inside. I'll make you satisfied tonight. Look, intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. Someone is shattered because they can't come inside. Pause. Come inside could just mean enter your aura. Someone is not able to get in your energy. They're not able to talk to you. They're not able to spend time with you. Maybe the only way they have any type of contact is a fake page on your social media. 3 people could be significant. It's 3 guys on this picture. Intro, come inside. Let's see what information they have there. 6.1 million views. So 61 or 16 is significant. 809 is significant, which is funny because I would want it to be 808 because then I could sing the song. Boom like an 808, boom, boom. Something, 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 boom, boom. So this was loaded April 8th on 2015. It has 6,121,977 views. 977. September 77 could be significant. January 21st could be significant. 104 is also significant. And 474. That 74 or 47 breaking down to 11 means it's like that's my spiritual language. I did a video on my spiritual language a while ago. I think maybe I'll do another one. Like my spiritual language just came out of church. I was having an emotional experience at church, I was getting the nurses and they were talking to me and telling me to thank God. And the next thing you know, I'm speaking this language. Like, I've never been taught this. I've never tried to learn it. It just comes to me. So, my spiritual language is significant. One more card, please. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Oh, a psychopath, abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. So, oh my God. We have psychopath, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. And what was the card that we had? Would you rather end the life of one human or 100 puppies and kittens? This, and I'm not, well, I am laughing, smiling. My husband says I do that with dark things. I think that's a part of my shadow. Because, let's just not talk about me. But there's somebody out here that is not right. Something is not right. They would kill, they would take the life of one human or 100. The question is posed. So the question for me would be none. I don't want to take anyone's life. This is not where I live. If anything, if we're going to be 100, I would rather this person live and face consequences. Well, I don't want you to die. Death is a relief. You go and you're filtered and cycled back in, and you have to come back to this John. So you're not really suffering anything. If we were talking about real suffering, that's like somebody who committed a crime. I don't want you to get the death penalty. I want you to spend the rest of your life contemplating your motherfucking actions. Be surrounded by a bunch of animals who ain't got no motherfucking sense like you don't. So we snatch that back. Anyway, so would you rather be slightly late or super early? Somebody's having a glow up. Either way. Slightly, your glow up is, somebody's glow up is early, somebody's glow up is late. This is a collective energy, so it's going to be different. But whatever this is, you're getting new opportunities. So maybe you need to be on time for these new opportunities. Or maybe you need to just set a particular just expectation. Not expectation, I don't want to use that word. Boom. Like guidelines, rules, something of that aspect is significant. Then with the whole ring light, someone could be a content creator. Someone is successful business, a new career, a glow up. That's getting promoted at work. That's starting a business. And maybe it didn't, like, it started off early. It started off too early. It was before its time. Your energy wasn't ready, or people's energy weren't ready for you. Okay. So this would be someone who is an overnight success, and then someone else who has built up a long-standing, and now things are going well for them. So would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? We have boundaries with disrespect, enough is enough, and defend yourself. So what that tells me with the lottery here, okay. So it's like you're going to be coming upon something that is going to be really great for you. And there are people who you need to set strong boundaries with, like very strong. We were just talking about that with this. Very strong boundaries with, because there are going to be people coming out the woodwork. If it's not like money that they want from you, support, oh, such and such broke his leg, we're behind on the mortgage, could you, could you? Or it could be a lot of your time. If you do a specific thing with this glow up energy, say you do hair and you do a fucking fantastic job out here in these streets. You do makeup, fucking fantastic job. You dress, what is that? The people who a personal, they design you, put your clothes on, stylist, Thank you. You're a personal stylist. Boom, you're out here making people look like fucking magnificent masterpieces. Whatever it is you do is going to bring you money. So you'll have people, I'm getting married. Do you think you can make this dress for me? And then they want it for free. And it's not just the one-time thing. It's constant. Well, oh, my cousin does. Oh, no, my sister does. Oh, no, my son. I got that on lock. Somebody who takes advantage of your, the role you play. So then we have, what is the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Cutting ties. Taking your freedom back. Taking your freedom back. You can say what you want. It's whatever. My mom never drove. And every Sunday, she would need a ride to church. My dad would take her sometimes. But my dad would always give her a hard time because he didn't want to. And so she would just automatically assume that I would do it. So I would go out or do stuff, whatever the case may be. It doesn't, if I came in the house at 7 o'clock in the morning from whatever I was doing, because it was my goddamn business, should I come in working a second job? But I went to lay down, and it's not a prior, oh, do you think you can take me to church on Sunday? Or it's not, well, at least let her know by 8 o'clock that in like 2 hours, I'm going to ask her if she could take me to church. No, it'll be 15 minutes before she has to be there, and she's shaking me. All right, I need you to take me to church. Dog. Do you feel however you want to feel? Everybody has choices. And people shouldn't be made to do anything. Even my kids, when just look at them on the that there are things that they are mandated to do. There are. But there are things that I ask them to do as well because they're little human beings. They're not my slaves. So they may not feel like doing something, especially when it's something that I could ideally do myself. So that just like cutting ties, karmic ties with the red strings, taking your freedom back, saying no. The one time I told her no, it was like the end of the world. And I went right back to sleep. That's so inconsiderate to me. And then I would pick her up. I would pick her up from church as well. And then she's offering rides to other people before I even got there. Like, that shit was maddening. But she didn't drive, so what was it to her? It didn't affect her. She didn't even understand it. She wasn't trying to empathize with me. She was just trying to use my services. Let me step back. I think I went back to childhood, wanting to scream. So next one, if you could arm wrestle any historical figure, who would you choose and why? All right, historical figure. It's in history. It doesn't mean the person is deceased, right? Does a historical figure have to be deceased? Don't do that. It's like I feel the judgment. Don't do that. I don't know. Because legal court works, lawyers, I said legal, lawyers, court, and paperwork. Who are you trying to wrestle? It sounds something like somebody did something violent and now they're in jail. Right? We have the sociopath who be willing to hurt somebody. But historical figure, let me just look at there now. I'm just going to look up historical figure. Maybe from the definition, I can get a little bit more of a leeway of where I'm supposed to go with this. Que Eterno foi eterna siete. Oh, and somebody wrote me a message about essence spell work. I'm not really familiar with that type of stuff. What am I looking for? Historical figure. If I wasn't talking to you people, I would have been good. You should blame yourselves for that little mishap right there. Don't blame me. Historical. And I can't spell. You'd think that I could, right? I mean, I can in most cases. But sometimes I need... Whatever. I'm going to stop explaining myself to you people. We all got our little things. We all got our little things. Definition. Historical figure is a person from the past who made a significant impact on history, often from their culture, social, political, or scientific contributions. These individuals are widely recognized for their influence, which can be both positive and negative. Interesting. A historical figure, of course, positive and negative. Just because history doesn't make it good. That's a damn no. Their lives and actions are documented and often studied for their lasting efforts on the world. Maybe someone wants to, but it made it sound like this, the lasting efforts. Maybe someone's lawyer, someone wants to wrestle their lawyer. Why would you want to wrestle your lawyer? Because court is not going well and something about paperwork. Maybe somebody's lawyer is cutting ties with them because they want peace and harmony. They're like, I'm just going to do what I can because this shit right here is crazy. Who knows? I mean, puppies and kittens. Puppies and kittens. That don't sound crazy to you? Pequeno cierta. So, would you rather explore space or the ocean? Balance, peace, harmony. Wherever this is, you want peace. It could be very peaceful in the water, but I'm imagining it would be so peaceful in space, in the astral, just floating. So what? There's a choice between an air sign and a water sign. Maybe you could have both. Maybe you could you could live in one place and visit the other. Looks like pequeno forte. After some type of situation, someone is going to be able to, maybe it's like explore all over the world. You think of space, the sky takes up space. So traveling in an airplane, the ocean, you can travel on a boat. You could travel over the ocean. Exploring, like you go on vacation and you could go in the ocean and snorkel and all that good jazz. Get like massages with the stones and shit. Balance between your emotions and your thoughts. Balance between your emotions and your thoughts. Interesting. Would you rather explore your thoughts or your emotions? Okay. Let us get let's get one of these. There's no rhyme or reason here, just so we know. This is, and we're at 33. How do we get this far? Que se no quiera, tú no piensas. It's because I talk too much. You don't have to agree, though. It's not what we need to be doing. Look, young woman with the glow up. Would you rather be slightly late or super early? So, okay, boom, young woman with this being, she just put her hands in her pants. Sorry, I'm watching this video with, her name is Kalani. What is this called? The Way. With Chance the Rapper, The Way. I like The Way. Her abs are crazy. Okay. So a young woman. So this could be someone who is young, who is super early, or this is someone who is slightly late, but their energy is of a young woman. They have very refreshing energy. I don't want to say childlike, but it's someone who can bask in their inner child. And look, with joyfulness, celebrating with friends, having a good time, celebrating these new opportunities, whatever age this is. It's just someone with this young at heart energy. And if this is someone who is super early, it's someone who is young, but also fun. But they also have this wisdom about them that make them feel like an old soul. So both of them share the same energy. And in all aspects, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. So what are boundaries, and would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Thoughts. Thoughts. Why are there thoughts though? With the thoughts, and then we have priest underneath, and that makes me think of these are my confessions. So someone's having thoughts about a confession. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? With disrespect, enough is enough. Defend yourself in thoughts. Instant gratification. Maybe someone did something that was disrespectful for money, for instant gratification. Oh, wow. And so the instant gratification with the confession, and then to live twice as long. I don't know why that made me think of like prison. Someone's confessing in prison. This could also be someone confessing in like a confessional where they do that stuff on like those reality TV shows and people are in a little room speaking. Something about a Zoom meeting or a Zoom conference could be significant. Something could also be taken twice as long, and someone is trying to figure out how to, like it's taking too long to let someone go, or it's taking too long to leave this job. It's taking too long to whatever it is that you're doing that you know you want to stop, or you need to stop, and it's just taking too long. Like it's comfortability is set in. Maybe this confession is confessing to yourself. Something about daddy's not coming home. Erykah Badu was on here with this. Put mommy on the phone. He ain't never coming home. This is I Want to Be Down, the remix with Brandy. Erykah Badu, Tiana Taylor, her. Those energies, or that Erykah Badu is she's the only one I know. She's a Pisces. So yeah, thoughts. Someone is thinking about why it's taking so long to set these boundaries. Why they put up with so much stuff by someone. Confession to yourself. Or someone could be confessing to you and it took them a long time. But this has something to do with someone doing something for the instant pleasure of something. Let's get one more card on that one. No, you know what? No. We're going to do cutting ties. Someone is melancholy because you're standing up for yourself. Because you made the hardest decision of your life. I don't think this is your energy. Even though we do go through a mourning period. Things and people, emotions, they start to become comfortable to us. That's why we stay in things too long. A fear of the unknown. Fear of what could be or what may not be. Look, fear of becoming a wife. So someone's staying in a situation too long because the fear of not being able to share this energy. This is a wife and a child. Not being able to share that with someone else. Someone could also be melancholy because you made a decision. And they see you as a wife. They see you as a mother. But you're standing up for yourself. You're saying no more. You're Maxine, what is her name? Maxine, is it Maxine Waters? Maxine, Don't give me the line. But she said about reclaiming your time. So that's significant. Taking your time back, standing up for yourself, reclaiming your power. So tell me about legal. If you could arm wrestle any historical figure. A child. What? Oh. I just said that you have childlike energy. Maybe you're a historical figure, whether you're super early or slightly late. Super early or slightly late could also speak to one's intuition, where someone knows information. Like, you know those people, they tell you this is going to happen on this day and this is going to happen and blah, 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 blah. And then people are like, okay, whatever. And then when that day comes, it's like, oh, shit, that person was right. So someone could want to arm wrestle a child, though? Maybe a child wants to arm wrestle their lawyer. Ay, no que te sienta meek. This person is very childish. This person acts like a child. That's why they want to arm wrestle people. I know a fat girl that broke the scale. A plus-size lady is significant. Oh, with that, somebody may be really going to have that surgery because they started to get too big. A sweetheart. Somebody wants to arm wrestle a child and a sweetheart. Someone could want to arm wrestle. Like, this could be like a mother and a dad going to court over a child. But why would you want to humble somebody? Somebody wants to humble somebody. Maybe they want to make someone feel like a child. Maybe someone speaks to their lawyer in such a way that the lawyer feels like a child. Like, I know you're paying me and shit, but goddamn, have a little fucking respect. Shit. You did some fucked up shit, and I'm trying to get your ass out of it, and you here acting like a goddamn fool. Like, I did the crime, and now you gotta pay the time. That's not how that works, friend. It's not how that works. I want to get another one on that. We're going to get another card. Shit. 42. Sweetheart at the bottom. It gives like a child's mother energy as well. So someone, and look, this person is looking at papers. Paperwork, and this person is something about paperwork with a child. Maybe this has to do with some type of either custody, child support, or maybe somebody's not the dad. All right, would you rather explore space or the ocean? Ocean. S-I-A-U. Hope. Hope is like the star energy. Your north star. Your north node. Someone is following their north node. North node. Aquarius energy could be significant. Doesn't it almost kind of look like the justice energy? Like this here looks like, what is that? Someone looks like they're in a very awkward position. Hoping to get out of? I don't know. Oh, snap. I know that's supposed to be like the sky, but that kind of looks like the water, and then that kind of looks like the sky with the yellow from the sun. Space or the ocean. And the star energy with Aquarius is air energy. So something about the air. I don't know. With haughtiness at the bottom and conversations. These conversations with the haughtiness, it gives me like the Leo energy, kind of showy. Like, look at me, look at me. And there are conversations about that. Maybe someone has this big energy where it's like a peacock. And when they, the sun energy with Leo. You're the center of the solar system. You're the center of something. And I just lost my hat again. You're the center of something. And when you expand these feathers, it's like, wow. With the new opportunities, people are in awe. You bring people hope and balance and peace and happiness. You have people exploring whether it's their heart or their head. Do I need to change my way of thinking, my way of feeling? How do I bring my emotions into something? How do I get on my head? How do I make decisions in a way where I take my emotions out of it and do it from a logical place with the thoughts? Realizing that I can't keep everyone in my life. Not everyone is there to support me. That some people are there to take and take and take and take as much as they can. And there are conversations surrounding that, also surrounding a foe, which could possibly or more likely be this psychopath energy. And something about a letter with the paperwork. Someone is going to be getting a letter in the mail. It's dealing with, it's something to do with this come up energy. Whatever this is, that this lottery, this big win. Somebody's going to be getting information about that sooner than later. And look, conversations about would you rather in the life of one human or someone wanted to end your life. This abusive person. Like literally, if it's not like this person set out to try to end your life, this person actively talked about like they wish you were dead. They wish you would die. They dream about I saw, I didn't see the reading, so that's a lie. I saw the very beginning of the reading. The reading was about Trump and when his funeral was going to be. And I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of crazy. So there are people in the comments, plenty of people. And I know this guy is I know who he is in his energy. But to rejoice in someone's death, to anticipate it. Some people are like, I wake up every day hoping to find that there's an obituary for him. You know how much that energy can send to somebody? That could actually make his death come soon. Well, it's a lot. It's like black magic almost, if you ask me. It's using your words. Our words are powerful. So if you use your words to wish death on someone, death upon me. Who wishes death upon me? Biggie could be significant. The name Christopher or Wallace. The only Christopher we acknowledge. All right. Let's get some of the brown cards, and then we'll get some of the letters. Oh. Evil Eye, the World, and Libra. Those energies could be significant. We just talked about someone, evil eye. That's what this person is doing, sending you the evil eye. Wishing death upon you. Goddamn devil. Lies and deception. Yo. You dodged yourself a little bullet here. Bondage, addiction, feeling trapped by material desires, lowest aspects of self. With emotion. Is that my cat? Takao? He's so sneaky. But he's supposed to be upstairs. Somebody's moving about. All right. I don't know if we're going to... If we do letters, I'll just pull them out really quick. Pause. Look, Aquarius. And Aquarius is significant. The star. With... Look at you, Mamacita. So glad to meet you, señorita. Look at you out here. The hope. It's in the Hoodoo Tarot. It's the star energy. And it's like it's called the Grand children or the grandparents. And it's like the grandparents' hands are surrounding the kids' hands. And it's like you are the hope of the family. So that could be significant, like black sheep energy going against the grain type of energy. We have mother issues. Would you rather learn? So this thought process, this enough is enough, has to do with someone who may be cutting off a parent, a mother. We saw the wife energy with the mother and the child. And also here the child. I wonder if those are, would you rather, and if you could. Maybe a child would wrestle their mother if they could. New direction. What's the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Melancholy about cutting ties, going in a new direction from a mother. It's hard. It is hard. But if this person doesn't respect you, if they just feel entitled, there are some mothers, people in general, but mothers specifically, since that's what we're talking about, that feel that just because they gave birth to you, that you owe them. It's wild to me that you feel as if that you can get whatever it is that you desire because of the title you hold, but you've never done any of the things that truly exhibit what a mother is. Someone who's nurturing, someone who's loving, supportive, someone who listens, who learns. Your child, although they're your child, you also learn from that child. We learn from each other. Nobody's superior or more or better than anybody else. We learn from each other. You can find information. You can get knowledge from anything, anyone. Someone is moving on. Negative self-talk. So to get someone acting childish. Well, I mean, if you're not with me, you're against me. I don't understand why this is not working out. I'm doing like someone is just so victimized and acts so. This is the psychopath, though. This is the person who would take actions like that against someone else or animals or both. One more card, please. Confessions. These are my confessions. Confessions about a pregnancy or creation. False. Something was false. It's like someone is getting peace from someone who is false. Confession. Someone who lied about creating something, whether this is something in terms of something they created with their hands and to give to the earth, to give to the community, to give to others, to share. Or this is someone who lied about a pregnancy. Someone could be hoping that there's balance, meaning hoping that something is true. I'm going to get this paternity test and I'm praying to God that this baby is mine. I'm praying to God that this person is my dad. And with the haughtiness, something doesn't look good. It's false. It's fake. At the bottom, we have home and foundation. So there's conversations about this person who maybe tried to do something in someone's home. Or they're talking about this home and their ego, God complex. Exaggerated appreciation of self. This is someone who thinks that their shit does not stink. That just because they exist, that you should bow down to them. Just because they have this, you should do that. This is someone who wasn't really nurtured or loved as a child. Not loved on or supported in the way in which they needed that. What do we have in terms of numbers and letters and all that good jazz? The number 4 is significant with regard to this lawyer, or with regard to this cutting of the boundaries. The 4, the Z, with something is over. Someone getting the strength. to move past something. Even like with this lawyer, I said earlier, this lawyer is tired. Like, the fuck? I told you this shit is not going to work. And you always want to do some dumb shit. Oh, excuse me. But yes. Then we have new moon, intention setting, self-care, a fresh start. All is falling here near the new direction. This moving away from this energy here. This could be also where someone was in a household where the mother was the problem. Or at the very least, a problem. Legacy, inheritance, abundance, values, and family. It falls right under here near disrespect. Someone's getting some type of abundance, and this could be someone's mother, or this could be someone who's a motherly energy. My ear just started to get down on the left ear. Something about receiving information. So someone's mother could be that way, like I just explained with my mom. Or just getting up people in your family in general who are going to be up your ass that you're going to have to cut ties with. February or Tuesday is significant. This could be happening in February or on a Tuesday. Something to do with legacy and inheritance, values, family values. The number 9 is significant, February 9th. Or this could be a mother. Someone could be pregnant, 9 months pregnant. An inheritance could be like with a legacy of a child. Someone's child is the legacy. April is also significant, or Thursday. So April 4th or February 4th are significant. And the letter D. D. Someone's family could have the initial D. Okay, then let's see it. So the 49 or 94 is significant. What else do we have? I'm going to try is 53. If we could do this in under an hour, that would be nice. Let's take that. And that. And then maybe we'll be done. Over here with the root chakra, somebody's about to blow up. Root chakra, your stability, your money, your like foundation, your family. Just look at that on the glow up. Whether it's early or late, you did the damn thing. And you did it with grace, Empress energy, vitality, inner growth, virtue, harmony, peace. Get down and feel that. Oh, some of these just fell on the floor. Influences, energy fields are significant. Damn, it's too many. January or November could be significant. January, November, Monday. Some enlightenment that came about in January or November. Something with somebody with the letter initial B. The letter T is significant. So DT, a detective, could be significant. TD Jakes, something about a church or someone's church could be trying to get money out of them too. Detective, detention center could be significant. A U is significant. UTI, maybe something about birth control. 6 months could be significant, or just the number 6. February 6th, 9th, April 6th and 9th, 69 or 94. 69, 94, or 96 could be significant. DTU, UDT. I don't know, something about a detective is significant. What is this? Under new direction, we have the letter G. We have the number 8. The G could also stand for like God's plan. God's plan. With awakened intuition, something was awakened. The number 8 denotes like an infinity symbol. So that could be significant. Infinite possibilities. Someone is awakened to the infinite possibilities with this new direction. Although it's painful, it's going to be well worth it. I'm going to get a few more. And then, oh, I should have did charms with this. No, because if I do charms, that's like everything gets red. This started out at the top, it sat here with this at the top. 111, the intuition encourages you to keep following your spirit. You are on the right path. Just listen to your gut and your heart. Something regarding your mother. Follow your intuition with regard to your mother. Or issues you're having with a mother figure. All right, that's enough, Tanika. You're doing too much. A water sign could be significant. Someone using their intuition. The letter B is significant. There's a lot. And that fell over here. So the letter W is significant. Someone's getting a win. With this energy here, this young woman, whoever this is here, is doing wonderfully. So they a W, apathy. Someone's trying to act like they don't care. They're like, fuck it, whatever. Full moon. Someone tried to manifest something that is not working and they're trying to act like they don't care. The evil eye energy, dark magic. July is significant, or a Sunday. I just want to keep the months close at hand so that when it's time to read them, I'm not all over the place. Okay. So we have July is significant, or Sunday. We have facilitate change. So some change took place in July. Someone could have manifested something under the moon in July, trying to make something change. E made me think of E for empty. Then we also have W-E-T, something about something being wet. Ew. Or Wednesday could be significant. Ed. Someone's name could be Ed or Edward. Something about education. Maybe special ed is significant. Wyoming could be significant. Something about the telly. Someone's name could be Ted. Tuesday is significant. I said the we. Not W-I-I, but W-E. W-E. All right. So we have fear. Someone with those names or whatever could have some type of fear. Theodore could also be significant. Teddy. Progress, movement, journeys, traveling, evolution. Someone fears someone's evolution. They fear someone moving away from them. Someone doing their own thing and not putting up with the bullshit that they've been used to putting up with. And the letter I. It's like I'm on my own. I'm going out on my own. I could only show you by example that I mean what I say. And someone is fearing that. Oh look, T.I. The movie It. The friends, childhood friends. A reunion is significant. A rapper, Atlanta, Georgia could be significant. Someone who's married, someone who has kids. Tamika, because you know, my name's Tamika. T.I.'s wife's name's Tamika. T, Tiny. T could be significant. Damani. His older son, Damani, I love his music. It's very smooth vibe. It's almost like he belongs to the family, but he doesn't. Oh, he's like a black sheep. Maybe he's going to be blowing up. Because it's not that feminine energy. I mean, it's not a female specifically, but just feminine energy. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, T.I. Tuesday. Thai food could be significant. It's something about IT. Someone could work in IT, or something is significant about a computer or doing work on a computer. Paperwork, computer work. Someone could work with computers. In terms of like being, like you work with paperwork assistants or people who have to fill out forms for their job. Something about the GI Bill could be significant. Someone could be a vet. Yeah. All right, that's all I see. Thank you for watching. I love you. Oh, 8. 68, 89, 84. God damn. 98, 96, 94, 68, 69, 64, 49, 46, 48. We also have February, July, and April, was it? Get it? Yes. Oh my God. I was like, what? Where did April go? Someone's name could be April. Where did April go? Was I counting this as a number? Something about April is significant because I was counting that in the numbers because this was covered up. Someone is trying to cover something up with regard to a Thursday or April. But the 6th, the 8th, or the 9th are significant. Maybe this is, oh, the 7th is missing. Something about the 7th of one of these months is significant. July, April, or February. It's like somebody doesn't want something to be seen. It was covered. So April 7th, something happened on April 7th that someone doesn't want to be seen. Yeah. I9 could be significant, or if these rows are significant for you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, babies, for watching. I love you. Thank you for the subscribes, the shares, the likes. Thank you for all of it. I really do appreciate it. I just think it's dope and we're growing pretty nicely. So, right. Someone asked a question, and I'm not doing the responding to questions. Long story, not a long story, but it's going to be too much over time, and I don't want to dedicate myself to that. So I thought about maybe if people put questions in on the readings, that maybe I could answer their questions, but then that would also be like a separate video. And I don't want to dedicate to that either, because again, with people, they start to take advantage of things, and then they're not trying to do their own journey. They're not trying to figure out their own thing. They just want somebody to do it for them. So I've been in that situation, and I don't want to get myself in it again. So we'll see about answering questions. I'm not sure. But for the person who asked a question about Essence spell work, was Essence spell work done with regard to her energy or her case? You see how it looks like I'm shaking. And the answer looks like yes. Yes goes this way, and no swings back to front. Is that back to front? This is side to side. Yes, so side to side is yes. Let's ask, is this spell work going to be, what's the word? Is it going to do what it's supposed to do? Is the spell work going to do what it's intended to do? So now we're getting a no. So yeah, there we go. So I may do this with other people. I don't know. I don't want it to get overwhelming. I don't want it to become a job where I have to go start searching the comments. And I mean, eventually maybe I'll have someone working with me. But until then, it's a one-woman show. I think it done. All right, I'm going to go. My hat keeps falling off. All right. I love you. Have an awesome day. Bye.